Hello there and welcome, Pale Bloods. My name's Joseph. Welcome to Poly Games. And forget about the blood moon, okay? Who cares about that? It's time we start praising the sun. Today, we're going to give you our first impressions of Dark Souls 3 through the eyes of a Bloodborne player. Now, I've never played the Dark Souls games up until now. Technically, my first Souls game was Bloodborne. Up until Bloodborne, I've never played Dark Souls 1, 2, Demon Souls, whatever have you. Never played them. So this is my first venture into Dark Souls, believe it or not. And I gotta say, I'm having a lot of fun right now. Now I just want to let you guys know I've played a ton of Bloodborne. I've beaten it God knows how many times. I mean, that game won our Game of the Year award show. So it should tell you something that I really loved Bloodborne. And going into Dark Souls 3, I'm enjoying it almost as much, maybe even more so right now. Uh, the one thing I want to get like newbies, you know, I want to get it into their heads is that Dark Souls isn't that hard, right? Dark Souls isn't that, it's an intense game. What it is that it's a game that actually punishes you if you fail. That's it. We're used to all these games, holding our hands through combat, through the story. It's really just a pick up, play, and beat. This one, it's the pick up, play, and conquer. That's what Dark Souls is all about. It's all about you. If you fuck up, it's on you. It's not the game. It's nobody's fault but your own. You have to learn the enemy's patterns and conquer them. And when you learn them, you master them. So that's what Dark Souls and Bloodborne is all about. It's not that insane, is what some people make it out to be. But it is a challenge. And if you're willing for that challenge, if you're up to it, yes, definitely go out, buy this game. It's going to be for you. And for Dark Souls players, yeah, I mean, this is more of the same, baby. I know you've been wanting it. Here it is. And seeing Miyazaki, the creator of Demon Souls, Dark Souls, and Bloodborne, you can see that he was in a Bloodborne mood when he was making Dark Souls 3. It's very reminiscent of Bloodborne when it comes to the art style. I know both of them are very similar enough as it is. The maps are very close. They're very condensed, just like how Bloodborne was, and they're very, they're really just a ton of secret passageways that you can take, that you can discover along the way, and that's what makes, I was gonna say Bloodborne, Dark Souls 3 so much fun. Is that there's always something you find out a little new. There's always that area with that really high level dude that'll kick your ass in the low levels because they're dicks like that. With that being said, though, the combat as a Dark Souls, as a Bloodborne player going into Dark Souls, this is a lot slower. When I mean slower, it's not like an insult. It's more methodical. There's more thought going into what you're doing. There's no, unless you pick a ranged class, there is no range so far from what I've seen. You really got to pull the enemy and be smart with your pulling, with your aggro to get each and every one of them vulnerable. I like that so far in this game. I like how there is no blunderbuss. Right now, playing as a soldier, I know that people are like, "Oh, shields are for pussies." I'm just trying to get through it. So with that being said, yeah, I'm liking it so far. There's the patterns are also a little bit more confusing than or unpredictable than Bloodborne so far. I've seen that with the first two bosses, and I gotta tell you guys, I'm really enjoying it. Like, I can't wait to just put this down, get this video up, and then play more Dark Souls. It's great. I can't recommend it enough. I've only played like 3 or 4 hours of it, and I'm just like, buy this game. It's terrific so far. I really like what From Software is doing with their games, and I can't wait to see more. I can't wait to see more of the areas, more of the enemies, and what they're going to do to me. Like when I went into Dark Souls 3 from Bloodborne, it was like I was home. I'm like, oh my god, this is what. Yeah, this is great. This is amazing. The combat in this game is so much fun. It looks great. It sounds great. If you're up for that challenge, go for it. Like I said, guys, don't be afraid of what everybody tells you. Oh, it's gonna fucking rip your nuts out and force them down your throat. It's not like that. If you mess up, you get punished. That's what Dark Souls has always been about. So with that being said, guys, If you like this video, please hit subscribe, like, share with all your friends. We're trying to get the sub count to 550. Once we reach that number, then I'm going to give you a giveaway of all amiibos to a couple lucky folks out there. So please hit subscribe, get the word out there. And everybody, have a great day. I don't have a catchphrase. I don't know. Happy bar mitzvah or whatever.